From old chapel to thrift shop and social housing by Tectône in Charenton-le-Pont, France. The chapel of the much less than Avenue de la Liberté much greater than in Charenton is the living and working space of one of the first much less than Emmaus much greater than communities in France since the 70s. Emmaus is a solidarity movement founded in Paris in 1949 by Abbe Pierre to combat poverty and homelessness. Emmaus is a secular organization, but communities around the world have kept the biblical name because of its symbolism. The charity provides formerly homeless people with a home and work, usually collecting, sorting, and reselling donated furniture and household goods in thrift shops. People welcomed by Emmaus are called much less than companions much greater than in 2018. Emmaus Liberte appointed Tectône for a full renovation and refurbishment of their historical site. Our mission was to provide a clean, clear, and adapted to our contemporary world place of work and life for the community. Saint Madeleine Sophie Barot's Chapel was erected in 1942 for the Diocese of Paris, following the architect Charles Venner's plans. In 1972, Emmaus Liberté acquires the chapel deconsecrated and steals the building, modifying and extending it to accommodate housing and a thrift shop. An extension is built behind the chapel. This extension was built with cheap and not conventional materials, and after more than 30 years of life, it is very badly damaged. Inside the church, a metallic structure was added accommodating 2 independent floors. These additions created 6 rooms. A multitude of small buildings was built over the years around the chapel, to the point that in 2018 the quasi-entirety of the plot was built. Those additions were often unlawfully and unconventionally built and also were in a bad state for some of the contained asbestos. In consequence, our first step in the project was to clarify and clean the plot, keeping only the essential parts. After a long diagnosis and analysis of the existing buildings, we concluded that the best way was to destroy the additions made over the years to lower the density and magnify the pre-existing chapel. The chapel and the much less than pavilion much greater than in the back of the plot were kept, restored, and extended. The main operation is the addition of the floor on top of the chapel, rising it to 2.10 m. That way we are able to increase the number of companions that are hosted in the building. The extension is a wood and steel structure covered in zinc that has an offset with the brick facade of the chapel, demonstrating clearly which part is new and which part is restored. On the ground floor the community thrift shop is installed, providing work to the companions and good to the city. On the upper floors are designed 10 apartments for the companions, each room having a personal bathroom. On the first floor, we can find a shared laundry.